Kingdom opened this Facebook post on March 8th, saying his daughter, Becky Burke, had been on a 4-month backpacking trip when she was detained by ICE on February 26th.
America is holding UK tourists in ICE detention centers, okay? Not only are we trying to steal a European country's territory, Greenland, we need to always remember Canada also has a history with Europe. We all do. Becky Burke. Becky was held in a detention center at the Canadian border in Washington, the state of Washington. She was crossing the border going into Canada when Canada denied her entrance into their border from America. So she was leaving America going into the Canadian border, and they told her no. Then she went back to America, and then they had a problem with her passport as well. They had a problem with what she was doing while she was here. She was on a work visa accordingly, but she was doing some form of charity work, okay? The charity work said you have to do like 5 hours of community helping, not community service, but service helping that company, which she was doing. And I guess our country or our government took that as a form of payment. So now she's in trouble. And here she is, the issues. So now she's in jail. She seems like a biologist type of girl. She was just making little videos, adventuring, traveling, and this is what happened to her. If you're an American, do you think this is how we should treat our allies? Put them in detention centers? How did she even get here in the first place? And all of this stuff is on the internet. You knew what she was doing beforehand. Why are we throwing people in jail, in detention centers? It's probably worse than jail.
After a visa mix-up at the border.
For that mix-up has landed the young woman in an ICE detention facility in Tacoma, where she still is tonight.
So she's been there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and there's no resolution to this. What in the world is going on? You think in all of these European countries, they got elections coming up. As we're detaining their citizens, I hope that there is a bigger population that still likes America. I hope they like us still before they start collecting our citizens that are overseas. But I'm sure we care about them, you know. I'm sure Trump will save all of them. All the smart people that are in Europe that learn different languages, that went to school, you know, all those healthcare professionals, all those doctors and nurses that went abroad, switch countries. I'm sure he's gonna save those culturally different people.
Paul Burke says his daughter's current conditions at the Northwest Detention Center are deeply concerning, and she's been there for nearly 2 weeks. They are asking for help in the States to help bring Becky back home.
It also needs to be noted that this girl, Becky, she also is a vegan. And I just know that the cops are gonna, you know, go by her kosher-like needs, where she needs a vegan diet. I'm sure they're gonna abide by her. Sure, there's gonna be some kind of, you know, kosher food provided to her. Just kidding. You know that they're not gonna do anything for her. And she's probably sitting there starving, if not already given up and is eating pork when she shouldn't be. So, yeah, if you need kosher food and you're in jail or prison or in the hands of the government, they're not going to give you the food that you need. They're not going to give you the medicine you need. They're not going to give you the attention you need. And when they start painting us all a certain type of way, you know, whatever is illegal in that season, good luck, because they're not going to abide by anything you need either. You need a wheelchair? Nah. You need clothes? No. You need a bath? No. You need heat? No. Looking at you, Texas. You need air conditioner? No. You need electricity? No. What'd you do? Oh, I ran a red light.
The cartoonist had been sharing her adventures on her Instagram account, where she stayed in Portland, then Seattle, before heading up to the Canadian border. Paul Burke says she was denied entry into Canada due to an incorrect visa, and when she tried to go back to the U.S., was refused re-entry and classified as a, quote, illegal alien.
So now she is classified as an illegal alien, and I hope her the best of luck. I heard that they don't get treated well in America. So, you know, in the big view of things, hopefully this spreads some light on what's going on in these horrible detention centers. Some of them have underground hotels, essentially. Like, I'm talking layers and layers of concrete and mountainsides underground where they're holding thousands of inmates. They're just collecting you, and nobody is on the same page. They're just collecting us like we're cattle, and they will throw you in jail for anything. If you are doing any type of charity work, any type of anything, you just need to be very, very careful, because at any time they can take anything that you're doing as payment, and then, oh, you're breaking a law. We're enforcing that now. Goodbye. I'm scared. I'm scared. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure y'all like the video and make sure y'all subscribe. Anybody with a point of view that isn't mainstream, if y'all aren't supporting us, we're getting lost in the dust. So if you don't like what you're being fed, everybody is sick. Okay, look outside. Everybody is upset. Everybody is ingesting sugar, and the state is collecting us like we're little piggies at a pig farm. And we got to get it together, guys. If we don't get it together in this, next 30 years, we are on the path to a dystopia that is worse than any kind of book you've ever read. Because that book, if it's worse than what's going to happen to us, it's one of those books that were thrown in the fire when they were doing the book burning. If they're book burning, there is a problem. So, like the video, subscribe. I'm out of here. I'll probably be back relatively soon. I have a feeling some crazy stuff's going to start happening. So, yeah, y'all like the video. I'll see y'all again.